Y'all, this is a public service announcement for anybody thinking about joining the run club. Come single. If you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, run by yourself. Please. We're begging you. Don't come single.
Girl, this one is for you. Forget about dating app. Buy that trainers and go for a run. Trust me, go for a run.
This whole run club situation has really turned out to be a joke. Because when it first started to gain traction a few years back, we knew that a lot of these women were just thirsty bops looking for more D. And it seems like the men that turned out to come to these events were cool with it. But it seemed like also it was more centered around actually running and health. The same things that they're saying now, they were saying back then, except for the sex cult. That's a new one. I'm your host, Black Boy Wonder. Please click the subscribe and let's get into it.
Not y'all being mad because y'all found out they be fucking and mingling and drinking at these little run clubs. Why the fuck y'all think they started a run club? To run? I could run by myself. I wouldn't have came unless we was fucking and running. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the running and the mingling and jingling after. Y'all have got to start thinking, man. Like, use the thinking cap, y'all. Y'all too old. Shout out to run clubs.
It's big 2026. With all the opportunities there really are now readily available, this is how you have women talking today. And I wouldn't even say women, I'd say females, bops, community boxes, community bikes and trikes, these 304s, right? They are willingly going to these run clubs just to get their cheeks clapped. And, it's never going to be the type of thing that you find a husband or anything long term. It's always going to be a quick fix. That's all it really will be. And it just goes to show the hypocrisy that we've been dealing with or we've been observing for quite some time now, telling men, oh, you're this way, you're that way, you're P3DO, you're a perv, you're, oh my God, stop watching me at the gym. But then you don't hesitate to put yourself in these type of environments and willingly, openly say, hey, I'm here to get my cheeks clapped. It's crazy work.
Imagine dating a man that loves running and he goes to a run club and you're not a runner. Girl, you better get up in that field because they watching, honey. I'm just saying. Me? Baby, I don't care if he has to drag me to the finish line. You're not going to a run club alone, baby. We're going to go together. Support my man and all his adventures, endeavors that he would like to do. I got your back, baby.
When I watch this, it really shows me how a lot of these females, they never really actually cared about their health. They try to make it seem like they're so focused and goal oriented into their health and, getting that big Nash that's like, it's, centered around purpose. But it's obviously not that. It's obviously not the way that they try to make it seem or the way they portray things. They're very disingenuous. The truth is, I think females today are more promiscuous than men and more promiscuous than they have ever been. That's what I'm seeing.
People have started to call run clubs sex cults, and I fear they're not wrong. Okay? Context. I started a run club 2.5 years ago.
Yo, did she really just say that? The mouth doesn't lie. So, sex cult. It's interesting.
Right? At first, when we started, we would do normal stuff. We would meet up in a park. We would warm up. We would go run 3 miles or 1.5, or you could walk because we welcome walkers too. And then we would come back. We would do our cool down, mix, mingle, socialize, and then we would go home. Somewhere along the way, I don't know when this happened, whenever we would get back from our cool down, we would just get in a huddle and everybody would just start taking their clothes off, and then it would just escalate from there. I don't know when that happened, but I feel like the reason that people are calling a run club a sex club or a sex cult is because they want to come, literally and figuratively. but they feel like they're not in shape enough to be at the run club where we all be running and then we do whatever afterwards. But I promise you, we welcome anybody. Like, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid of if you're a walker or if your mile time is slow. Like, you could run a 15-minute mile. Your clothes gonna come off the same when we're done running. So I just feel like, stop being afraid of the run club, sex cult, whatever, and just embrace it and just go. We run every Saturday at 10. So, yeah.
I mean, she basically all but told on herself, really. Like, yeah, I can see why people are saying it's a sex cult now. It makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, the guys are gonna go and get in shape or come in shape and maintain their shape. And why not dip into some honey if it's sweet, right? I mean, that's obviously the mentality that they're approaching this with. And, you know, these females today, they obviously don't care either. I mean, she literally admitted that it's a sex cult at the end. And she said, hey, you know, come to the sex come to the sex cult. Just come and, you know, have a good time. Run a few miles. If you're slow and you can't really run far, just run what you can. And then take some dick while you can as well. That's, you know, and she literally, she cracked me up when she said this part right here.
Your clothes gonna come off the same when we're done running.
So it's like you are admitting as a female that your clothes are gonna come off. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Why are we talking about derobing ourselves? It's just symptomatic of 2026. A lot of these females, these bops, they're always looking for D. You know, they're in their prime years and they're very primitive. They view the world through their vagina. That's essentially what it is. They perceive the world through their box and they make the choices in their life through their box. And then you wonder why marriage rates have declined. You wonder why BLK women have, in fact, the lowest marriage rate in America. To be honest, even in the West, it's 33% in the US and 20% in the UK. And they have the highest divorce rates at 39%. So why is it that we have so much dating problems between black men and black women and really black women with all other men? Well, take a look at the content. That's the video. Thank you all for watching. Please click that like. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Support the channel. I appreciate you. Until next time.